Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studios, talking through life, struggles, and whatever's weighing on you. It's time for Therapy Thursday on Franklin County's favorite morning show, The Starting Lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee. And now for your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
And good morning, and welcome into the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Joe Abraham. He is Chewy. Good morning, Wookie. How are you today?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm here, my man. It is a stupid watch. Now I remember why I stopped wearing this watch, because I can't fit my wrist under the microphone with the watch on. Sorry, I just got done with my pre-workout.
Yeah, relax. We just started the show.
Sorry.
Katie jumped in saying, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm first. I beat Brett.
Okay, Katie is first. Katie is looking forward to Therapy Thursday because she needs some therapy, and there might be a lot of parents waking up this morning kind of feeling the same way that she does. So Crosby is about to head to middle school.
Oh, yeah. She told me about the orientation.
Yeah, and she's coming to the realization that he's not, like, little anymore. He's kind of on the verge. You know when you don't know. You don't have no freaking kids. People who have kids, do Wookiees have kids?
Yeah.
How do they? You guys have eggs?
Chewbacca. I want to know. I want to know.
How does that work for Wookiees?
I don't know, but the Chewbacca has like a whole family that he just doesn't hang out with, I guess.
Maybe they're like rabbits, and they just kind of like, you look away, and there's like two more.
It's so gross.
Anyway, sorry.
There's Brett. There you go.
Hey, Brett.
What's up, guys?
Second best, Brett. It's okay.
Oh, wow.
So, where was I?
Wookiee
babies.
We were talking about mating for a second there.
Yeah.
But I think
Crosby.
Talking about Crosby going to middle school.
So no offense to Crosby, because all kids go through this. I went through this. Crosby's hitting the age where, when kids stop being, like, cute, and now they become kind of, like, gross and weird and awkward and that type of thing.
I mean, yeah, you're still like that.
Yeah. I think that's maybe why you and I get along so well, because you're still there too. So, listen, if you're gonna make fun of me, I'm gonna take you down with me at least.
Ricky Tip says they're like gremlins.
Yes. So Crosby has hit the gremlin stage, and so there's that, and she is kind of like dealing with that this morning, and I feel for her.
I feel like most parents feel like that, though, when their kids aren't babies anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have their personality, and it comes out, and it's hard to think about. You know what I mean? And I understand. I empathize with it. He's a little man now.
Well, and especially, if you're anything like me and you got kids who have been hanging out on Roblox, they became men a long time ago, apparently. Yeah. And I don't know if anybody's seen this, but listen, if you've got kids on Roblox, the information regarding like the number of predators and stuff like that on Roblox is concerning.
Yeah.
Now, that all being said, I am more concerned about the predators than I am my kids, because I've seen my kids. I know my kids. Have you met Jack?
Jack will mess you up.
Jack, if a predator comes after Jack, I am concerned more about the predator.
Yeah.
But all that being said, it is a Therapy Thursday, and what we like to do on a Therapy Thursday is invite you to get involved through the show, just like we do every day, over on the FMO Facebook feed, which you can find over at facebook.com/ESPN Winchester. And Chewy, when they jump in on the FMO Facebook feed, they can see our beautiful hairy faces in all of our glory sitting here in the studio. They can see the weird stuff that we do in the studio. They can see the fact that we've got, I don't know, a whole treasure trove of Sharpies in the studio. all the things. It's tremendous. It's so entertaining, and they can see the fact that Chewie is wearing a Chewie shirt with Chewie on it and another Chewie. How many Chewies?
That's 3.
3 Chewies in one?
Yeah. Katie says, bruh, he says.
Bruh.
Is he excited about middle school?
Crosby, that's a good question. Katie, ask Crosby if he's excited about middle school.
Ricky says he may be like Chewie and never grow up. And then he says the two of you are a bunch of Harry Back Marys.
Yes, Harry Back Marys in studio this morning. I'm Mary Jane. He's Mary something about Mary.
You're Mary Jane.
I'm Mary Jane.
Well, I think you have to be a little more chill for that name, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You're a little
I'm Mary Joe. You're Mary Jane. I don't know if Crosby is, and I don't know. I don't know. Is Crosby going? Here's this is just pulling back the curtain because I don't know. I don't know which school Crosby's going to.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to North or South.
She says he's excited. I'm worried about Crosby growing up because Crosby's going to take my job.
He is going to take your job.
He told me. And I got to be ready.
Well, I am the one that has to be ready, my friend, because as we've talked about before. We're expecting to have your eulogy. Funeral's coming any day.
Any day. Now.
I've already got it written out. We're good. I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's or vice versa, whatever.
Well, I hope you guys are looking forward to the scavenger hunt.
I am. Any clues that you want to give out? Everything?
Not a bit.
Okay.
But you're welcome to play.
I will. I'm going to enjoy every second of it. This is the most fun I ever had. It's without my best friend. I'm going to be like digging through your dirty socks crying. I miss Chewie.
And then it's there's the first clue.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Lost Boys. Well, I'm glad Crosby's excited. I hope he's doing well. Katie, how are you feeling though? Let us know in the chat. Yeah, like, do you need the therapy, or are you emotionally ready for this?
She needs the therapy. Okay, so to get into today's show, outside of, whatever the heck that open was, Chewie, it's. I'm gonna be honest. I think everybody's gotten scared
of
us.
Oh, okay.
Particularly,
really?
Yeah. Stop me if I'm lying. It's a little bit quiet right now. It's a little bit like as far as around town.
Oh.
I mean, it's only been a week since, the mayor, who I think I'm going to, we placed blame on him for the restriping of downtown last week. Mm-hmm. I think he needs a nickname for it. Candy Striper?
Candy, that is funny. But I don't think
Road
anyone...
Striper? Striper?
Maybe, but I don't think anyone under 35 is going to get that joke.
Yeah, those were the. So if you watched, Stranger Things, the girlfriend of the one girl, I can't remember her name, but she was a candy striper. It's kind of like they help out in the nurse as a nurse in the hospital.
Yeah, and they have like a little trolley that you can get stuff off of too.
Yeah,
my aunt was one for a little while before she was a nurse.
What were candy stripers allowed to do?
I think
legally.
I think they were just there to like
hand out orange juice.
Yeah, like snacks and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. We need to ask a nurse.
Yeah, because I don't think that you could go around like delivering pills or anything like that. Yeah. It had to be something. But again, it was a different world back then, Chewie.
Brett says, "Ain't nobody scared of you guys."
This is pre-9. That's true. This is like pre-9/11.
Yeah, like way pre.
This was before the simulation started. So it was back in the real world days. Back in the real world days. It was a lot different back then. Sure. So, but anyway, speaking of the real world, like I said, not a whole lot breaking right now. So it's a great opportunity to have a group therapy session. We open up the phones, which, by the way, 931-967-3500. You can call into the show. You can also text the show at 931-305-5611. Now, maybe I'm just missing something, but I did so much digging. I went on to like the Franklin County, Grundy County Truth Seekers Facebook page.
You're looking for anything.
I went on Facebook to like Franklin County. Franklin County has a bunch of different like pages.
Yeah, there's like the Winchester, Tennessee community page.
Yeah.
There's just the Winchester, Tennessee page. There's a whole bunch of them.
And I couldn't find pretty much anything.
One of the best, though, is FC Foodies. And I don't even like food, but, man, that is a fun group.
So the Winchester, Tennessee community page people are so nice, and all the things on that one, they're posting like, hey, here's my box of farm fresh eggs, $4 for a dozen, with a little pay here box on there where people can just drop the $4 in the thing and they can pull out their dozen, and all this other stuff. And then you go over to like the Franklin County, Grundy County Truth Seekers, and it's like, you all are a bunch of jerk faces. It's completely different vibes, but
but
different strokes
audience.
for different people.
Sure.
So anyway, that's here's the thing, Chewy. People don't realize this. You do a show every day, and Katie, bless her heart, Katie used the term writer's block this morning. And I told her, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't have writer's block. It's just there's not a lot going on right now for me to get into. I'm not feeling inspired.
Yeah, dude, I love excuses.
We purposefully skipped the show the other day. We ripped the power out of the wall and just totally deleted our power from the server.
We couldn't do it.
Because we couldn't come up with anything to talk about. Actually, that's not the case. But to the point, we had an entire day off, an entire morning off.
Yeah.
It's been so slow. Yesterday on your show, you were talking about the color blue.
For about an hour. First part was about chromatophores.
No, I listened to your show yesterday, and my brain was hurting from the amount of information that it like sucked in. It's not supposed to do that no more. But so there's not a whole lot going on, Chewy, but that makes it a great opportunity for people to get involved. Now, here's something that is going on that I did want to talk about. Tomorrow, they are opening up The Little Mermaid.
That's right.
At the high school.
Still have a couple tickets to give away.
We do have some tickets to give away. And what it got me wondering, I started thinking about like Disney movies, but not like now everything's a Disney movie because Disney just keeps like buying stuff up. By the end of this show, our show will be a Disney Channel production.
We work for ESPN, so technically, isn't it?
Damn it! We don't work for ESPN. They work for us.
Okay. We're affiliated with ESPN.
Sorry for my language.
Katie says The Little Mermaid and the Owl Awards are this weekend.
The Owl Awards are Sunday. And tonight is the concert, the Starry Night.
Sugar Line Blue is coming out there to Starry Nights, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, so it's not that there's not a lot going on. It's just that there's not a lot of drama going on.
I think that's what you're complaining about, is that there's not enough people mad about some stuff.
Yeah.
It's just some positive things that are happening in the community.
So I'm going to go outside and like jam a knife into Chewy's tire and blame it on one of you guys in the next commercial break. But until that time, it got me thinking about animated Disney movies. Chewy, what I want to know from you and from listeners are, like, what is your favorite Disney movie? What is the comfort movie? The one that, like, if you were to throw one on right now, or the one that you've watched just, like, way too many times? Because The Little Mermaid is this weekend, and I realized I have not seen The Little Mermaid in forever. And in fact, since my kids were really little, I haven't really gone back and I haven't watched any Disney movies in a long time. And I kind of wonder how Disney movies hit as an adult. You know, I literally can't remember the last time. And do villains make more sense now? Do storylines make less sense now?
That's a good point. Like, I personally, for me, I think things have become very clear. There's a lot less nuance. Like, everything has to be said instead of implied now.
Nowadays.
Yes.
But back then,
it was a little more obvious. Well, they assumed it would be more obvious to the audience.
Yeah.
But I do have a pretty strong opinion on this one.
Well, I'd like to know from the listeners. And in fact, I came up with some questions. I want to get some opinions. Like, what is your best? What do you think is the best Disney movie ever? And so I want to kind of get into that. And then, maybe we can talk a little bit more about things like that. What would be fun is to kind of like rank villains or rank heroes, things like that, and see. So it might be a little bit of a Disney kind of show today. Not that we're like owned by ESPN/Disney. We don't receive checks from them or anything like that.
No, we don't, unfortunately.
We use their branding. That's about as far as it goes. Because I'll be honest, I listen to their stuff lately, and I'm thinking that they need to do a little bit better job. But then again, I listen to our show sometimes, and I think we need to do a better job. Chewy, before we hit the break, the Atlanta Braves, golly, if you went to sleep towards the end of that game and you missed the end of that game last night, you missed a walk-off 2-run home run to win the game. That's right. They were down 3-2, and in the bottom of the ninth, they hit a home run. I think it was Olsen. Matt Olsen hits a 2-run home run, walk off, win a game. This team is built different. Third day in a row.
Mm-hmm.
This team is they just feel different, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. Believe me, I can't understand. But I do think that when you look back at even last year, they might have been forced into playing some guys through injuries and other things like that they weren't expecting to. But through the growing pains of last year, this team seems to have grown and matured. Obviously, Snitker isn't there anymore. They just put him into Braves Hall of Fame like over this past weekend. I'm not sure if people saw that. But it just feels different, and they are the hottest team in baseball. We'll see if they can keep that up. A lot can change, even just on the other side of we get to the All-Star break. If they continue to stay hot, then there'll be something to watch out for come playoff time. I think a lot of people are still waiting for the wheels to fall off, though, as Braves fans. So let me know, are you like locked into this team? Or are you still kind of expecting them to fall apart? I would be interested to know what people's opinion on the Braves are. Speaking of falling apart, the Lakers are trying not to do so. They were up 3-1 in their series against the Rockets. They dropped last night's game 99-93. And again, when you talk about LeBron and the Lakers, one of the things they don't want to do is be stuck in long series. If they're going to really make a playoff push, which I think a lot of people are surprised even as to what they've already done against the Rockets. But Durant is out and all the things for the Rockets. I think that if the more games LeBron starts to play here in the playoffs, the more tired he's going to get, and that does not bode well for the Lakers. So all of that is going on in sports. We can talk sports if you want. It is a sports station. And speaking of the Braves, by the way, they have a game coming up, midday game today. It actually starts at 11:15. So it should be done by the time Chewy's show starts and all the things. But I did want to throw that out there as well. All right, let's get the first break in here. When we come back, Chewy, we're going to talk about I want to know what your favorite Disney movie of all time is, and I'll let you know mine. We'll do all that and more. It is the starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee on ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
In honor of April being National Poetry Month, I've prepared a little something for you all. Welcome to the month that's known for its showers. 30 days from now, it will all turn to flowers. But if you're looking for a little more green between now and then, stop by your local lottery retailer for a chance at a win. With new instant games and prizes up to $500K, game-changing fun could be headed your way. This was a message from the Tennessee Lottery. Please do your best to play responsibly.
In an overdose emergency, every second counts, and your actions can save a life. Through the Tennessee Save a Life program, the Franklin County Prevention Coalition provides free training and naloxone to help community members recognize and respond to an opioid overdose. This training gives you the skills to support someone in crisis. When we're prepared to help one another, we're stronger together, and we're stronger without the stigma that keeps people from seeking life-saving care. Visit fcpctn.org/Tennessee Save a Life to learn more. This project is funded under a grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
From the 931 Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Winchester weather update.
Looks like we are leaving that rain behind us because today is going to be a mostly sunny day, but a little bit cooler with a high of only 67 degrees this afternoon. Got some northwest winds coming in from 5 to 10 miles per hour with some gusts as high as 15. Get out there and enjoy your cool but sunny day while you stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester.
It's Larry Shelby, previously on the Paul Feinbaum Show.
You know what, Chris? Let me tell you something. Why don't you go catch your breath before commenting on somebody else's? And hacksaw Tuscaloosa Jim Duggan. Just shut up, because I could strike you out blindfolded, pitching underhand with both arms tied behind my back.
Okay, why don't we take a break? I'm pretty exhausted.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC Network.
There was an outline for today's show, but it didn't survive the opening segment. Back to Joe and Chewy on the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Joe Abraham. He is Chewy. And, in sports radio, we like to, well, Chewy, I use sports radio, lightly with Chewy around. In sports radio, though, shots fired. We like to rank things all the time. And I think that it would be worth, in honor of The Little Mermaid, which is opens tomorrow, I believe. Is that what check the ticket things? Do they say?
Yes.
I think it's May 1st, right?
They do. Well, actually, they have one today at 6 p.m., May 1st also at 6 p.m., and May 2nd at 2 p.m.
So it opens tonight?
Yep.
Wow.
Tonight's the opening thing. If you guys would like some tickets in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you want some tickets. We've got a few tickets in the chat to give away still. All right, so Chewy, the best Disney movies of all time. And this is one of those things that can be highly debated. I'd love to know your opinion.
Mine, so when you ask what's your favorite Disney movie, what do you ask? Are you asking like Disney Renaissance, like the musicals in the 90s, or Disney?
Yeah, animated.
Ever.
Nothing, like no Star Wars, no Marvel.
Like pure Disney.
Pure Disney animated, like Toy Story's okay.
That's like Pixar, though.
Yeah,
so.
But I still consider it like Disney anime. Like Finding Nemo is okay. Toy Story is okay. I think that those ones are okay. But anything that gets into,
more modern,
even live action, that type of stuff, yeah.
I got you.
Animated somehow or another.
I've got a bit of a rotation. If we're including Pixar, Toy Story goes in there, the original. But without the Pixar, I actually have a rotation of The Black Cauldron.
Really?
Yeah. The Black Cauldron, Treasure Planet, and Atlantis.
None of those would have been on my list at all.
Oh yeah, those are my three favorites.
I can totally see Atlantis for you.
Yeah, Atlantis is probably the first number one.
Yeah,
it landed it was such an impact for me as a child. But we had lots of people in the chat as well. Even Lambo letting us know that his favorite Disney movie was Little Mermaid and Finding Nemo.
Yeah, we're getting in touch with our Disney side this morning, and even Lambo's got just buried deep down underneath that grizzly, Lambo exterior. is
I
The
love
Little Mermaid and Finding Nemo.
a love for it. Yeah. Ricky Tips actually says The Lion King. Lambo also says Lion King, Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, and then Aladdin. And then Brett Crabtree, Fox and the Hound. Dowd, man, genius.
That's a
that
good
was
one.
a good pull.
That's a good pull.
I totally forgot about that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's also a good one. And then he also says Pinocchio. Interesting. My favorite of like the Disney musicals is probably Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules is pretty strong.
I don't think Emperor's New Groove is a musical, but I also really like that one.
Yeah. So my number one, I'm with Ricky. The Lion King is just, chef's kiss is strong. I feel like that's as strong as Disney gets. Some of the others that should be considered up there.
Katie said Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is really good.
Such a good pick.
For me, Robin Hood is probably my second.
Right.
Aladdin is up there. Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Hercules, Mulan is one of the ones on the list.
You know what? I take that back. Mulan is the best one. Period.
I am not a Mulan fan.
Mulan's the best one. It's the best of the Disney Renaissance, and it's also the best story.
So
period.
Tarzan. The music in Tarzan is
that's the best one. Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard, but he did.
If you got Phil Collins, you're in pretty good shape.
Two world, one family. That's so good. I'm gonna go home and watch that.
Well, and then you've got some of the more modern ones too, like Frozen and Moana.
Nah,
I
did not like Frozen.
That was like Juliana was Frozen and Moana when she was real little. Those were the ones that came out, and those are pretty strong.
Moana was a beautifully made movie.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I thought it was nice.
Yeah. The story of and some of the stories are very good. Some of them are not.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the story of Moana is pretty strong when you're talking about, a young girl trying to find herself and that type of thing. But it almost gets lost in all of the other wacky craziness in it. Frozen's story is really good. And I did not expect, the first time I saw Frozen, I did not expect it to go that way, right? You're expecting a male hero to come in and kind of save the day and stuff. And that was not the case in Frozen.
Cindy Henn says Cinderella.
Cinderella.
That is a good one.
That's a good OG one.
Brett Crabtree said Robin Hood Men in Tights. Christopher Lambert says, I love the original Toy Story. Atlantis is awesome. And oh, yeah, Ice Age is great. But I think that's DreamWorks or some other one, though.
Yeah, I think that one's different. So, Chewie, you kind of remind me of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty similar to Snow White story-wise. I guarantee you, yeah.
No, I was thinking you're more like if all of the dwarfs were like
congealed,
mashed into one.
Yeah.
You're like King Dwarf.
What does that mean, though?
You're like sleepy, dopey, angry, hangry. What are all the dwarfs?
Let me know in the chat, everyone.
Ugly.
Let us know in the chat. Which dwarf do I represent the most? Katie says Cars. Cars, I remember when Cars came out.
Oh, I forgot even Cars was a Disney movie.
me and my friends, we really got into Cars for a while.
Yeah. Cars is strong.
Ricky says Beauty and the Beast. I don't love the Beauty and the Beast story, actually.
Which is surprising, because that's like your uncle.
All right, here we go. It's going to be one of these days. Here's the reason why I say that, though, because I always interpreted the story was love was stronger than the physical. It didn't matter what you looked like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when they fell in love, he just turned back to some guy.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, okay. Well, then I guess it didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that always bothered me. I never liked that part of the story.
You know what bothered me about Beauty and the Beast? This is the biggest plot hole of the whole thing. She fell in love with him as the Beast, and he changed.
Mm-hmm.
And dude was better looking, more badass as the Beast. Sorry for my language. More bad-A as the Beast than he was as the dude. When he turned into the prince or the king or the whatever he was at that point in time, I'd have been like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
What if she just left him?
That would have been great. Just like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Brett says, Chewie is all 7 dwarves. And then
right?
Ricky Tip says, you are the beast. Perhaps. I could never tell. Was the beast? I think he was supposed to be like a chimera of some kind, but Ricky Tip says Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, thinking about Beauty and the Beast a little too long gets a little weird.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
A lot of those Disney movies that are like based on the legends and tales and stuff, they kind of like, you don't want to think about the implications. Also, Hercules, this is going to annoy anyone who these are. If you're pedantic, this is going to annoy you. So in the movie,
You using that word annoys me.
In the movie, so Hercules is the Roman name of the hero, but the gods in the movie and the setting is in Greece. And so his father is Zeus and Hera. So his name, the actual name of Hercules in Greece was Heracles, and they named him after Hera so she would not kill the infant. That's why they named him after her.
So basically, it's like wrong.
100%. And the reason, but here's the reason. It was intentional because the producers and all the people behind the marketing said nobody's going to recognize the name Heracles. They're only gonna know Hercules.
What is the story behind Hercules, and why didn't they just use that story? Is it a whole different story?
Hercules did like the 7 trials. He did it in like that montage in the movie.
Right.
He had to like sort of prove himself. And it's very Thor-like a little bit, like a modern Thor sort of sounding story.
So it sounds like they kind of like mashed them together.
But the most egregious part of Hercules is like depicting Zeus as like a family man. That's my favorite part of the movie. It's like, if you know anything about Greece and their historical representations of that man or that being, it is less than fabulous, I'll say.
Okay, so let's consider the 7 dwarves just for a second. Because I think there's something to this. Doc is the leader of the 7 dwarfs. Doc wears glasses and often mixes up his words. He's kind of like a wise but bumbling, a little bit. Then you got Grumpy. Then you got Happy. I would say your least is probably Happy.
Wow.
Then you got Sleepy.
All right, I give
Always
you that one.
tired and lethargic. You got Bashful, kind-hearted, and romantic.
There's a romantic one?
Yeah, Bashful.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
I thought
he's the one that's like shy.
Yeah,
he's
I
got a
got
crush on Snow White.
Sure.
Then you got Sneezy. And then you got Dopey. My friend, you are all 7 of the dwarfs. You are King Dwarf.
King Dwarf, but still taller than some. Moving on. But listen, Brett says every single Disney movie is weird if you start digging into it. Andrew jumped back in, saying hello. Cindy says, she says, you are dopey acting, LOL, but that dwarf always wore a hat. Oh, good point. She says you aren't dopey. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You do. You wear a little dwarf hat, too.
I need to start wearing pointy hats. I would love.
It would be pointy, except for your head is so big it absorbs the whole head.
Marcia Hand jumped in saying The Jungle Book. That's a fantastic pick.
Dang, that's a good one.
That is the only of the live-action Disney movies that I actually liked.
You know, I started this thing by thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to really, like, this is easy. We're going to list our favorite. And now I'm like, I have no idea which one my favorite. I know The Lion King is my favorite. But now I would say Lion King, the Robin Hood, and then from there I'm lost.
Yeah.
I have no idea. You know what one is the weirdest for me? What is the one that gives you the weirdest creeper vibes? Because for some people it is Beauty and the Beast with the Stockholm Syndrome thing. For me, I can't get over Peter Pan.
Oh,
I can't get over Peter Pan.
The theories about Peter Pan, like about them like going to like purgatory and stuff.
Yeah, the whole Neverland thing, the whole him basically kidnapping them out of their room and things like that.
And the eternal youth kind of thing. Actually, Pinocchio is the one that bothered me the most. Like I remember as a child watching that and like getting anxiety.
I agree with that. When I was young, I agree with that. Now looking at Pinocchio, I don't feel that way.
No.
But I feel that way about Peter Pan. I'm like, nope.
Kind of like, I mean, it is every parent's nightmare.
I'd open the door, Peter's standing there, and I would blast him with a shotgun. He would be Peter Panned all over the wall. Get out of my kid's room, you weirdo.
Doug Garrett says, is Kung Fu Panda Disney related because Poe is the GOAT? I think also that's
DreamWorks.
Disney or DreamWorks.
Yeah.
But Kung Fu Panda is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You are kind of like Kung Fu Panda
All right.
as well.
I knew you were going to say that.
Dude,
as soon
you
as Doug,
you are.
As soon as Doug put it in the chat, I was like, here we go.
Tell me you're not Poe.
I don't know. I'm not food obsessed like Poe is, though. You know? I'm just fat like him.
You're built like him. Dude, you tell me you're
Joe
not.
Abraham's on one today.
I'm just
I
saying.
pissed him off at some point. Ricky Tip says Hook was the hero. Oh, yeah. I liked Hook a lot. Did you grow up watching Hook?
Yeah, Hook was probably one of my more favoritist villains.
Speaking of Peter Pan,
yeah.
The movie Hook is great. Just see, as soon as they say, Lambo also agreeing with that. Man, this is interesting conversation with that.
Okay, so when we come back, let's shift a little bit. When we come back, I want to ask, okay, who's your favorite villain?
Okay,
because that's a good conversation to have. And I'll pull up a list and try and pull up a list of all of them or as many of them as I can find, so that we don't leave anybody out.
Spooky thing here. Listen to this. Casey says, what if Captain Hook was a lost boy that escaped Peter Pan and was trying to save Wendy and her brothers?
Right. Well,
Spooky.
and he had, let me to her point, he had a whole crew, right? He had a whole crew of grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
And to her point, and Pan was always trying to keep the lost boys safe from him and stuff. What if Hook was trying to release all of them from that,
whatever curse it was?
Yeah,
I like this,
dude. They should. You know how they're remaking like the Pooh, Blood and Honey movies and stuff like that. They should totally make that movie where Pan is the bad guy and Hook is the good guy.
And you could totally do like the original Pan spirit, you know, with like the flute and the satyr look and everything,
right?
And like just do it thematic. Oh man, that's a genius idea, Joe Abraham. Genius move.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
We'll be back.
We're pitching the movie to Disney. We're pitching that idea to Disney. Well, they probably wouldn't go.
Well, I got to give a call to the higher up.
Send that one up the chain. All right, we'll be back on the other side with best villains. Get your villains ready and drop them in the chat. Then on the FMO Facebook feed. It is a Therapy Thursday, and here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we all need therapy from these Disney movies, and we will continue it when we come back. It is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Out with the cold, in with the comfort. Refresh your home with Hall Furniture in Winchester. From stylish living room sets to cozy recliners and dining pieces made for gathering, now's the perfect time to upgrade your space. Quality, comfort, and pieces you'll love coming home to. That's Hall Furniture. Visit them at 3131 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or browse anytime at hallfurniture.com. Hall Furniture. Make your home feel brand new.
Looking for a reliable car at an affordable price? Stop by Money Down Motors here in Deckard. We specialize in quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments and flexible financing options. No matter your credit history, drive away today with a car you'll love and a payment plan that works for you. Visit us at 1945 Deckard Boulevard or call 931-962-3404 for more info. At Money Down Motors LLC, your ride is waiting.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
More wet weather is moving through Franklin County today as a cold front brings scattered showers to our region. Rain chances will continue through midday and into mid-afternoon. High temperatures are expected to reach only the upper 60s to low 70s. The rest of the work week looks cooler and drier, with morning lows in the 40s and afternoon highs staying in the upper 60s and low 70s, even with sunshine. There is a slight 20% chance of rain on Friday, midday, and about a 30% chance Saturday morning. The remainder of the weekend looks dry, with temperatures gradually warming near 80 degrees by Monday and Tuesday of next week. In Giles County, investigators with the Sheriff's Office, Pulaski Police Department, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation executed a search warrant at a residence on Fall River Road. Authorities report seizing approximately 84 grams of fentanyl, about 20 grams of marijuana, 2 firearms, more than $8,000 in cash, drug paraphernalia, and a vehicle. Sheriff Joe Purvis said the operation reflects ongoing efforts to remove dangerous drugs from the community. Kendrick Young Jr. was charged with possession of fentanyl and marijuana with intent to sell, firearm-related offenses, and additional drug charges. Allison Griggs also faces multiple charges, including possession of fentanyl and firearms, during the commission of a dangerous felony. And several Franklin County students are being recognized for outstanding achievements. Hudson Boswell of Franklin County High School won first place in the South Central Region Machining Competition. Also at Franklin County High School, Isaiah Brown was named Student of the Month. And Callie Banks signed to play soccer at Motlow State. In Huntland, middle school softball players Sydney Jackson and Lillian Schultz were selected as all-conference, while Jaden May and Riley Maxwell were named Huntland's Male and Female Athletes of the Year. Maxwell also received the inaugural Roland Tippy Tips FCA Scholarship. For more local updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
At ESPN Radio Winchester, our partners use aligned marketing. Radio, billboards, sports, even digital, all working together to build familiarity faster and more efficiently. Less noise, less competition, less waste. A lot of places sell ads, play commercials, and move on. But that's not marketing. We help businesses build a strategy with consistent messaging and creative that's actually remembered. Ads come and go. Marketing compounds. That's the difference between buying spots and building a brand with ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy.
We were talking Disney.
We are talking about Disney. Today, Chewy, is the last day of early voting.
That's right.
And you and I and Katie went and did our civic duty yesterday. We've been kind of holding off on it.
It was incredibly simple process.
Yeah.
Even if you like when I got in there, I hadn't voted in a while, so I had to get it renewed.
Yeah.
And they pointed me in the right direction. They got me set up, and it was literally less than 5 minutes, and I was ready to vote.
Right. Which you voted in the last presidential election, so
Yes.
it's not like you haven't been doing your duty, so to speak.
Right.
I think you voted the last time I voted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we had 74 folks from the county vote yesterday. We're up to 998. Now, earlier in the week, Chewy, I was hard on people for not voting because, I feel like it is important. And then yesterday we're standing in there and going through and voting and doing all the things. And we come out of there and surprisingly few races, right, that are up for it, which I know I can look at the sample ballot and stuff. But when it actually gets cut down to your district and you realize how many you're really voting for, it isn't a lot. And so I do understand that aspect of it where people are like, well, I'm not going to go up there to just vote for one or two positions. But there's more at stake there, right? I still encourage people.
I agree.
To just get up there. And you'll feel better after you do it, too. You feel involved in the process.
Something I didn't think about just till now, actually, and I sort of am recanting some opinions of mine all of a sudden, is the fact that there aren't very many means that you really need to pay attention to, you know what I mean? Like, especially in the contested races.
Yeah.
Talk to these people. These are your neighbors. You
Right.
can just talk to them. You can send them an email or a phone number, I'm sure they have on their thing, and just ask them.
Yeah.
But with so few choices, that means that those choices weigh a lot more than they would.
Well, and with so few votes per district, so if we've got, let me put it this way, if we've got 998 ballots that have been placed right now, and I meant to do this yesterday. There's 8 districts, right? So I want to put the district map up on the website. Don't let me forget to do that after the show. 998, though, divided by 8 is 124.75 votes on average per district. So to say that your vote doesn't necessarily matter is a mistake when you're talking about that few number of people that are getting out there voting. So just throwing that out there.
All right. Back to Disney.
Back to the bad guys. All right, so here are some, and I dropped this into chat to just kind of like, hey, who are all of the villains, the Disney villains? So the early era, it pulls out the Evil Queen from Snow White, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. I forgot all about Cinderella. We haven't even talked about Cinderella. Talk about OG.
Cindy like that one.
Cinderella is definitely OG. Snow White's OG. Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent.
Yeah.
A lot of, and I know Johnny's daughter, I think it's Jada, he said, loves Maleficent.
Lambo said something about that one, yeah.
And Maleficent had her own movie come out, which wasn't animated, but it's supposed to tell like the story behind how Maleficent went bad,
which I kind of liked.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I think I saw it once, but I wasn't tracking, right? Animal Dark Era, it lists Shere Khan.
Ooh, yeah.
He's a really good bad guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cruella de Vil, very good one. We didn't talk about 101 Dalmatians.
Totally forgot about that one.
Madam Mim. Who's Madam Mim?
I don't know.
I don't know who Madam Mim is. Hold on. No, I don't want to search Madam.
That's not the matchmaker from Mulan.
Is it? Sword in the Stone. She's from Sword in the Stone, which is another one we haven't talked about.
I forgot about Sword in the Stone.
Yeah, I would have expected that one to be on your list.
Yes, it totally would have if I could remember that. Yes.
I'll tell you this. I've seen Sword in the Stone maybe once. Like, I don't remember Sword in the Stone at all. That's a movie that I could watch today, and it would be like I'd never seen it before.
Love Sword in the Stone.
Now we've got Disney Renaissance. So we've got Ursula, Gaston. Gaston is pretty good.
Yeah, you identify a little too closely with Gaston, Don.
Jafar.
Jafar was always like, he was really funny for me.
Yeah.
Because he was so flamboyant.
Yeah. Scar.
Scar was badass.
Governor Ratcliffe from Pocahontas. Pocahontas is one we didn't talk about.
Pocahontas might have some of the best music.
Yeah, Pocahontas is good.
Pocahontas is number 2 as far as music goes.
I remember having a crush on Pocahontas.
Yeah.
I thought she was a smoke show. Governor Ratcliffe. Judge Claude Frollo. Who is that? Oh, that's from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That was another one. No one's brought that one up either.
Yeah.
I never really cared for that
Didn't really enjoy Hunchback. And then Hades.
Hades is my favorite. It's my second favorite.
Hades was friggin' hilarious in that movie.
I identify with Hades so much. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I watch that movie and I feel like I'm in it half the time.
Hades was hilarious.
Pain and Panic are literally my mom and my brother, unironically.
Yeah, I can see that. Which, you mentioned I identify with Gaston. Listen, I identify more with Hercules than anybody else. Okay, we're just saying.
Okay, then. I'm glad we know where you stand.
I just want to clear that up.
Yeah, I agree. Especially during that middle montage part. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Late Night Shan Yu, which is Mulan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He was obvious. I think he was the most intimidating one. He literally was killing people. Like Mulan, listen, I do not understand why you don't think that's the best one. Mulan was freaking murking people.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy Mulan. It didn't do it for me. I don't know. I just can't.
Dang. Well, you know what? I know it's trouble for simpletons, but Mulan is the best one by far.
Just call me a simpleton.
You've been calling me. You called me the 7 dwarfs this morning, and then joked about mating. Like,
I didn't just call you the 7 dwarfs. I explained how you are the 7 dwarfs.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Clayton from Tarzan.
Yeah, Tarzan. That one felt like the most real villain to me.
Yeah,
Him and Rourke.
Tarzan, man, is just about the music. The movie didn't really do anything for me, but the music was great.
So good.
Is it Yzma or
Yzma?
Yzma?
Yeah, from Emperor's New Groove.
So I didn't think that she was. I thought that her little lackey guy was so funny. Kronk.
Yeah, I love Kronk. So interesting thing. You know that song Santa Baby, that old one?
Yeah.
That was
Santa Baby.
Yep. It was by Eartha Kitt, and she actually voiced Yzma.
Really?
She also played Catwoman in the original live-action Batman with Adam West. It's really she was a
really?
Didn't know. Yeah, I learned that the other day.
Commander Rourke from
That was Atlantis.
Atlantis.
That one, he was the most practical villain to where like I understood him the most.
Yeah, they basically took Commander Rourke, and he's the bad guy in Avatar.
100%. That's I told
Same
y'all
dude.
the other day. Avatar, it's just a rehash of everything.
Same dude.
Sucks.
And then who's Captain Amelia?
I have no idea.
Hold on. See, some of these
Captain Amelia is the captain of Treasure Planet, but I think the
Treasure Planet. Yeah,
but she's not the villain. She's a good guy.
Okay. It lists her as antagonist arc gray area is what it says. Interesting.
there is a time where the crew kind of turns on the main character, but not to a villain degree. Silver is a cyborg in that one, and he's my favorite villain.
I've never seen that movie.
I cannot believe that movie is so good that it was going to get a sequel, and it was going to like be the new version of animation, but it flopped at the box office, and they killed all of the future plans for it, and it was going to be this whole thing. But it was amazing storytelling, one of the best Disney movies.
Never seen it
ever, and it's just a telling of Treasure Island, but it's done through this sort of like mystical sci-fi lens. Very cool stuff. Go and watch this movie if you haven't ever seen it. It's amazing.
So more modern stuff. It lists Dr. Facilier, which is from The Princess and the Frog. I'm surprised The Princess and the Frog didn't make your list, because you're a New Orleans, kind of guy.
Yeah,
and that all takes place down there.
I never watched it. I've heard about it, but it was
You never watched a movie?
No, it was
Really?
a little bit past my time for cartoons. So
what do you mean past your time for content? Do you still watch cartoons?
yeah, but I mean, like when I was growing up, like I thought I was too cool for that kind of stuff.
Oh.
And I think it just missed the window for me.
Hans from Frozen. I don't think Hans is a very good villain.
No. There's not a whole lot of great about Frozen except for the music, honestly.
King Candy, which I forgot all about. Wreck-It Ralph is a Disney movie.
Is it? I thought that was a Pixar movie.
Well, yeah, Disney, Pixar, I guess. Tamatoa. Who's that?
Is that from Moana?
Yes. Yeah, that's the big crab.
Yeah. He's like that one that's obsessed with like riches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teka, who is also from, I think, that movie. Ernesto de la Cruz, which again, that's from a new one that we haven't even referenced. From Coco. We didn't talk about Coco.
That's
Coco's
right.
a good one too.
Coco is so good. Coco is one of the most beautiful movies ever made, like visually stunning movies. There's that cliche phrase, every frame a painting. Coco is literally that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then Dawn Bellwether, which we didn't talk about Zootopia, but those are ones as well. Pixar villains: Sid Phillips, Stinky Pete, Lotso, Syndrome, Otto, Charlie Muntz. Sleeper underrated. Frollo. Who's Frollo?
No idea.
Scar and Lotso. Frollo is the Claude Frollo. So I think personally, and it's weird because it didn't list Captain Hook. I think personally, my favorite villain, I'd have to go with like Scar. I think
good pick.
I think that just like he is knowing the story, like the backstory and how he got like passed over and all the hurt, and he comes up with this manipulative plan, and he's just like dark and brooding and all that type of stuff.
You get it.
Yeah, like he's just I feel that. Some of these other ones, they're very, like, they've got weird personality things that don't really fit. Everything about Scar fits, right? He's kind of like he's got a screw loose. He's manipulative. He's dark. He's all the things.
He's very slick. He's sort of slimy. Like, you know what I mean? You're almost a little disgusted when he's on screen. You know, it does such a great job of emoting that sort of thing.
But that may be just because that's my favorite movie, and so I don't know. Shere Khan would be my second.
Really, just big cats for you.
And here's the thing. I feel like Shere Khan, wasn't he in? He was in. What's it called? Jungle Book, right?
Yeah.
Which also another one that we didn't talk about. But wasn't he in another movie? Wasn't he in something else?
Scar his skin was in Hercules.
Yeah, I do remember
as
that.
an Easter egg. We had some people in the chat also give us some of theirs. Brett said Sid from Toy Story as a kid. Rick said Cruella de Vil is the worst because she killed puppies. That's a good point.
That's pretty good as far as like the worst thing that you could do, but I don't know, killing people over killing puppies. There were some that killed people.
Lambo says Ursula, and then
Ursula's a really good villain.
Doug also said that he's agreeing with the Peter Pan theory, and I am eating his damn peanut butter, he says.
I think Peter Pan is the worst villain in all of
He's definitely the creepiest.
Disney.
Jamie Parton says Princess and the Frog is one of the top 4 Disney cartoons.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't say top 4, but I would say you need to watch that movie. You might love it. It might be one of your favorites.
I dressed up as, I know there's like a Papa Legba type kind of villain in that one. So was he in Robin Hood, Shere Khan? He was in something else. I know what you're talking about, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the snake from Jungle Book was the snake in Robin Hood, and then Shere Khan was the King Richard.
Yes,
is that the bad guy?
Yes, he was the King Richard, or he looked very similar.
They were like the same.
Yeah. Got you. Good out. Also, someone asked, why do we not stream? Ever thought about live stream on YouTube at the same time as Facebook? Jody Farrell says, we have thought about that. So, we don't know if people would like that. It might split up our audience.
That's a good question. Think about that and let us know in the chat if you'd be interested in that. Here's the problem with that. Our concern is at that point in time, we'd have 2 chats going on.
Right.
And that would be tough. And we like the fact that it's on Facebook, because so many people use Facebook. We know so many people use YouTube as well. I suppose, Chewy, if we wanted to, we could stream it to YouTube and then share it to Facebook. But we only want one streaming channel.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we only want one chat.
Right. If we ever blow up and then maybe there's like a way to combine chats or something, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll consider it.
Y'all keep watching and tell your friends about how awesome our show is, and then we'll run into that problem, I suppose, when we get Disney calls us and says, hey, we need you to replace like Amber and Ian or something like that. I don't know. I heard that show last night. That is no good.
Let's see. Brett Crabtree says one was a tiger and one was a lion, but they shared the same animation.
Okay.
Jody says, good point. You would have 2 chats. Well, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
If that's what people would actually prefer, please let us know.
Yeah.
If YouTube's easier or you like it better,
we could switch to YouTube. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. All right, that's my Godfather reference of the day. Hour number 2 coming up on the other side. So we've talked about villains. We'll talk about maybe heroes.
Got you.
Next.
I love it.
In hour number 2. It is the starting lineup fueled by Loco Coffee. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Feeling under the weather? Need a quick checkup or urgent care? Look no further than Complete Express Care in Winchester. Our expert medical team is here to provide fast, reliable care when you need it most. From minor illnesses and injuries to lab tests and x-rays. No appointment necessary. Visit us today at 1211 Dinah Shore Boulevard in Winchester or call us at 967 6669. Complete Express Care. Your health, our priority.
Welcome back, Rebel Nation. I'm Lucas.
And I'm Laura. We've got an exciting postseason edition of your Rebel Report, so let's jump right into it.
Starting on the diamond with our Rebelette softball team, who closed out their regular season in a huge way this week. They took on Shelbyville and absolutely dominated, winning 12-0.
This wasn't just any win. It ended in style. Adeline Carter sealed the deal with a walk-off home run to bring the game to an early finish. Now that's how you head into postseason with momentum.
No doubt about it. The Lady Rebels are heating up at just the right time, and they'll kick off district tournament play this Thursday against Marshall County. Best of luck to them as they begin their postseason run.
Now shifting over to Rebel Baseball. These guys are also getting ready for some postseason action. They'll open up their district tournament Thursday as well with the matchup against Tullahoma.
That will be played at Lawrence County, who's hosting the tournament this year. The Rebels have been working hard all season, and now it's time to see that pay off when it matters most.
Let's talk soccer now, where things are still a bit up in the air. The Rebels have 2 big games left that will determine their district tournament positioning.
They'll hit the road Wednesday night to take on Warren County, then turn right around and host Shelbyville on Thursday. 2 critical matches with major postseason implications.
And here's the situation. Depending on how those games shake out, the Rebels could be looking at a quick turnaround. If they fall outside of second place, they may have to jump right back into action on Saturday for tournament play.
So definitely keep an eye on those results. Every goal and every play is going to matter this week.
Finally, let's head to track, where we've got some impressive numbers to report. A total of 31 Rebel athletes have qualified for the state sectional meet.
That is a huge accomplishment. Those athletes will compete for a chance to advance to the state track meet next week, representing our school at the highest level.
We're wishing them all the best as they continue their season. Keep pushing and representing the Rebels with pride.
But that's all we've got for today's Rebel Report.
Good luck to all of our teams this week.
And as always, go Rebels.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at ReliableRentalFC.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
Good morning, Deckard.
Good morning, WCDT.
How are you guys this morning?
We are fantastic on this Thursday morning. We got a big old test today, so we are getting pumped up and ready for that.
All right, let's get our energy all out this morning. We're going to do a really good, awesome pledge to get everybody ready for this test, okay?
Yes, sir. We've got first grade from Miss Jolly's class ready to make that happen.
All right, let's hear it.
Good morning, Franklin County. Please join Deckard Elementary as we salute and pledge.
We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fantastic pledge this morning, guys.
All right. We got a birthday girl with the joke this morning.
What did the mama tomato say to the baby tomato?
I don't know.
Ketchup.
That was so good. Well, happy birthday, and I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day out there, okay?
Thank you. Y'all too.
See ya.
All right, back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Yes, in case you were wondering this morning, no Mayor Crabtree. And it's not because he's mad at me because, I blamed him for, I don't know, the whole stripe debacle downtown. It's not actually his fault. I just, like you guys, want to point the finger at somebody and, T-Dot's not around to take the blame, so.
Jody Farrell came back in during the break saying, I do like the YouTube platform more for live streaming, and then Jamie Parton says, while you're at it, stream on Twitch. I actually, at home, I if you guys are ever curious, I don't know, am I allowed to advertise? I don't know, but it's not really, I'm just hanging out. But I do personally stream on Twitch and YouTube at home.
If we could figure out a way to like combine all of the chats into one place, I'd put us everywhere. And that's what a lot of platforms do. They or a lot of podcasts and that type of thing, or whatever they're called, do.
There's a multi-stream platform, but it's a little complicated. But we're just trying to make it as easy and fast as possible. So
yeah.
But if we got another couple hands around here to help with that kind of thing, we'll see.
The things that we want to do, the things that we have dreams to do, I mean, it'd blow your mind.
Brett says Chewie's in the zone. This is his realm.
Yes.
Absolutely right. That's what I said during the break.
Yeah, Chewie's like, again, multiple Disney characters mashed into one. Most of them being dwarfs, but there's a couple other ones mixed in. All right, so heroes. Now, there continue to be more and more. Every time I put another prompt into chat and just to try and give me lists of the heroes and the villains and things like that, it's like, oh, Alice in Wonderland. We haven't spoken a word about Alice in Wonderland, which is another one of those that creeps me out.
Yeah.
So number one, when I was a kid, Pinocchio was the scariest.
Yeah.
Scary, and it still is pretty scary. Less scary as an adult, but still pretty scary. More kind of like, see, that's what happens.
Well, it's like body horror.
Yeah.
Like that, the shadow of watching the child turn into the donkey, that scarred me as a kid.
Yeah. Well, that whole island is just.
The concept is like,
yeah. I mean, it was Epstein Island before Epstein Island was Epstein Island. I mean, what are we doing here?
Here we go. Let's know in the chat. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
What are they trying to say?
Pinocchio, I think I could do. I'm pretty sure I've got like scars from that movie. Alice in Wonderland is another one that creeped me out, man.
I loved Alice in Wonderland as a child. In fact, I would argue, besides maybe Atlantis, it was one of the most impactful movies on me creatively. Like, there is something about that universe and The Wizard of Oz together. Both of those, that genre of like, I don't know what to call it. I call it like psychedelic surrealism.
Okay, so you just mentioned and I see that with you, but you just mentioned The Wizard of Oz, and let's just side note real quick. If the apocalypse happens, I could totally see you building some sort of Wizard of Oz like contraption, and all the youths who have never seen, who come up in the apocalypse and have never seen the Wizard of Oz, you would build this like city, this empire. And they would come in, and I could see you being, like, apocalyptically the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I could see you being that guy.
Yes. I would be the Wizard of Winchester, and I would live at the top of the courthouse, and you'd have to come in.
Stepping out from behind the curtain.
I know, but I don't know what to call that. I call it Wonderland chic or psychedelic surrealism, but the Wizard of Oz.
Those names work.
Alice in Wonderland, Willy Wonka,
yeah.
like that genre of that psychedelic sort of, but it's still inviting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else played the Shivering Isles for Oblivion, but the DLC for that was almost exactly the same with like the butterflies and like the lots of like surrealist symbolism in it. I love that genre. One of my favorites.
All right, so getting back on track.
No Dumbo either.
No Dumbo. So keep.
Jody Farrell said that's racist.
What?
Jody Farrell said that's racist that we didn't bring up Dumbo.
Keep bringing. Let me know if we're missing some, and we've talked about a bunch of them. But let us know if we've missed any, because we'll give you our thoughts on those. I was never a big Dumbo fan. Dumbo didn't creep me out. But there was something about it, and I don't know, maybe it was just that era, because there's multiple ones I feel like from that era that kind of creep me. I liked that jumble. I liked the Jungle Book. What's the other one? The Jungle Book.
All right.
Sorry, my brain just went blank.
You're fine, but are you talking about that era specifically?
Yeah. What's the other one with the
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Yeah,
that's the one I was trying to think of. I like the Jungle Book Robin Hood era.
Marsha Hand said Bambi. There's another one.
Bambi. We forgot about Bambi.
Jody Farrell jumped in saying, "I really want to see Song of the South, but that's pretty much impossible."
Yeah.
Jamie Parton said Dumbo is sad.
Yeah, Dumbo. I can't really remember a whole lot. I just remember an uncomfortable feeling with Dumbo. I saw the movie, the live action movie or whatever, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, the director who did that one was the director who also did The Green Knight, which was an Arthurian legend that he brought to live action. A lot better than Dumbo.
Yeah. Okay, so time for some heroes. Chewie, the classic heroes, they started with the princesses, right? You had Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Alice in Wonderland is listed under this. It's interesting. They did not list under heroes. They did not list. Again, I forgot the name. Why am
Mowgli?
No. Well, no. Yeah, they didn't list him. Robin Hood. Why can't I remember Robin Hood? Why does that movie keep falling out of my head? It's one of my favorite movies.
I think the reason they didn't mention Robin Hood is because it is, for some weird reason, not as celebrated by Disney. You know what I mean? You know how like they have like favorites that you see all the time?
Dude, Robin Hood's awesome.
But I agree, Robin Hood is fantastic.
I actually do like connect with Robin Hood. In fact, like I could be Robin Hood, you could be Little John. Just saying.
All right.
Halloween costumes. Just saying.
I'm not dressing up like a furry with you, but I'll totally dress up like a medieval like Robin Hood with you.
Okay.
Like if you want to do that, dude, I told you. Can we tell them
Robin
that
Hood,
idea?
Little Chewie, walking through the forest.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get something and beat you on the head with it.
Okay, so the Renaissance era. This is degrading. Renaissance era. Ariel. Belle.
Speaking of the Little Mermaid, if anybody wants some tickets.
Okay, so FYI, and I mentioned that I had a crush on Pocahontas when I was younger. Belle was
really,
yeah. Belle was it for me.
Really,
yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is weird, like but I was 12.
Sure.
Not even.
I'm not.
I was like 10.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
You're not making the right. You're not thinking then back then.
Aladdin.
I don't know. Yeah, I think Aladdin's neat, but I never really loved Aladdin.
I never liked Aladdin, and he always seemed kind of like shallow and an idiot. I couldn't with him. Simba's great, man. Every character
just read Hamlet, dude. You love it.
Every character in that movie is just great.
Yeah, it's Hamlet. Go read it.
I mean, his father, Mufasa.
Mufasa is one of the coolest characters ever.
Yeah.
And also being voiced by like James Earl Jones.
Remember,
I get goosebumps.
Who you are.
I can induce goosebumps by going and watching the scene of him
Yeah.
saying "Remember who you are." Like
Yeah.
I hear my father say that sometimes when I'm like, you ever be like struggling with something and you're like really stressed and you're under pressure, you want to quit and you want to give up.
Yeah.
I hear my dad's voice, but he sounds like Mufasa, and I'm like, I can do it. You know what I mean? 100%. I get that same feeling.
Pocahontas, meh. Quasimodo, meh. Hercules was cool.
Hercules is awesome.
Hercules was cool.
He was definitely a himbo. You ever heard
What
of
is a himbo?
It's a very attractive but not very smart man. Like Kronk. Kronk would be a himbo.
Jack is a himbo.
That's not nice. You've been on one today.
All of my kids call Jack a so I don't know what this means.
Then maybe we shouldn't say it.
But they call him a chud.
Oh no! Do they really?
Yeah.
That's
and
so
the kids
rude.
at school call him that, and he kind of plays it up like he thinks it's funny.
Okay, so he's in on the joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's like, I know I'm a chud. I don't know what that means, but I kind of know.
Oh my gosh!
All right,
see.
late '90s, Mulan, Tarzan, Cusco.
Cusco is awesome. I'm sorry, I love Cusco.
I can't with Cusco. Jim Hawkins. Who's Jim Hawkins?
That's from Treasure Planet.
Again, never seen that movie.
Oh,
Milo Thatch.
That's Atlantis.
Yeah, I can't. Milo never really did it for me either.
Then go rewatch it and find it because you will. You will appreciate that movie more as an adult, I think, than you will as a kid.
We need to add Hook to all of these lists. Also, the bear from the Jungle Book.
Mm-hmm.
That
Baloo.
Baloo was an absolute OG hero.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, he basically took care of that kid. He didn't have to. And who's the other one? The Panther. The Panther dude risked his life.
Yeah. Let's see. Jamie Parton said that Belle from Beauty and the Beast, the best hero princess. Doug says Chewie fits almost every Disney character, so basically Chewie is a modern Disney character.
Yeah, he is.
Jamie says, no, not a chud. And then Doug came back saying, next Disney movie will be Chewie and Joe, and we all know who the villain will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, that being said, I would totally love to see like a Pixar, like it was just two guys trying, doing a radio show, like something stupid like that.
Gosh.
I mean, I think we would be a better slasher movie characters.
Yeah.
Like the first guys who get killed for wandering into the wrong place.
I think that we would make it best as like in an action movie, like in a world where Winchester needed a hero, and like it's you and me, and you're like the comic relief, and I'm like, I'm badass. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind being the Sam to your Frodo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
I feel like that's what we would be. But what I feel like would happen is, okay, so here's the theory of the movie. Something happens, blah, 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 fighting. Joe's awesome and overpowered until he's not, and he almost meets his end at the hands of a bad guy, and Chewie comes in and like clonks the bad guy in the head with something and ends the battle, and Chewie is the ultimate hero.
It's an accident.
Yeah,
I
basically
knocked something over and he tripped. And I'm like, oh, sorry, sir. And he's dead. And I'm like, oh.
Other Disney heroes: Tiana, Rapunzel, Elsa, Anna, Moana, Raya. So when they created Frozen, they believed that Anna was going to be the one that the kids latched onto, and they were kind of surprised. I heard that it was Elsa.
Yeah.
But
Elsa gets way more screen time, and she has way more agency.
She has superpowers.
Yeah, like I was about to say, I think, yeah.
But when they created it, they were like, "Oh, kids are gonna love this Anna girl," because she was like goofy and silly, and and I loved Anna from an adult's perspective. Elsa was kind of a jerk,
Well, she was literally cold.
Yeah, she was not very nice. I mean, wouldn't even build a snowman. It was kind of like.
I recently actually watched that movie for the first time, and I was a little disappointed at the lack of depth for Disney. Like, I was like, this is the thing that everyone's been screaming and hooting and hollering about?
Yeah.
Now, visually, it makes sense. Like, the kids, like, I watched it at the library, and there's some kids there, and, like, they just ate it up.
There are certain movies that are like that, and where you see characters, and you're like, man, like, Shere Khan is a really good one, where I'm like, man, I wish that there was a really good Shere Khan story.
Yeah.
Because I want to know more about that guy.
Jay Cool jumped in saying, "Skull! Good morning, brothers."
What's
morning,
up, brother?
Jay.
Other heroes: Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Marlin, Dory, Mr. Incredible, Lightning McQueen, Wally.
Wally was that. I like Wally quite a bit.
Miguel Rivera. I think that's Coco as well.
I liked how they used music in that one as like kind of his superpower.
Mulan. So okay, here's another one that people talk. We've been talking about ones with good music. This is a sidetrack, not a Disney movie, but a DreamWorks movie. One of my favorite animated movies, like as far as music goes.
Can I guess?
Yes.
El Dorado.
No.
Okay.
Spirit.
Oh,
the Stallion of the Cimarron. The music in that movie. I could turn that movie on and not watch it and just have like the music. In fact, I might do that today. I love the music in Spirit.
That shocks me. I would not have guessed that from you.
Really?
I would have thought you'd be an El Dorado guy. El Dorado was amazing. Do you remember that one? That's also a DreamWorks one, not Disney. But
the music doesn't stand out to it in me.
El Dorado. Like that.
In it.
Yeah. But you're right. Yeah, they don't sing very much at all, really, I think, in that movie.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. We've gone through villains. We've gone through heroes. Is there anything left to do in this?
Other than the fact that, I want to know what's your opinion. Why are you against Mulan? Because I would figure that'd be your favorite. She literally has a sword and is murking dudes. Saves China. In a society that's told her not to. And she just did it anyway.
I mean, it's not a bad story. The movie doesn't like.
It's a war movie.
I don't feel it on an emotional level.
Really?
Yeah.
I completely disagree.
I can't connect with her in that way.
How? Like I just out of genuine curiosity. I'm not offended. I'm just genuinely curious.
I'm going to tell you why when we come back.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I can't connect with Mulan, because I do have a personal theory on this, and it doesn't have anything to do with me being sexist, which I know that people in the chat are probably thinking. But
I don't think so.
I'm going
No.
to tell you exactly why it is when we come back. It is the starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Spring is a season of renewal, and at High Point Health System, with Ascension St. Thomas, your health is always in season. From routine checkups to advanced care, their dedicated team is here to help you feel your best today and every day. Compassionate care, backed by the strength of Ascension St. Thomas. This spring, take a moment for your health. Learn more or find a provider at highpointhealthsystem.com. High Point Health System with Ascension St. Thomas. Caring for you for every season of life.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
Looks like we are leaving that rain behind us because today's going to be a mostly sunny day, but a little bit cooler with a high of only 67 degrees this afternoon. Got some northwest winds coming in from 5 to 10 miles per hour with some gusts as high as 15. Get out there and enjoy your cool but sunny day while you stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester.
Looking for more than just prescriptions? Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester has it all. Grab a bite from our menu, browse our boutique for one-of-a-kind finds, and sip on a Bloody Marty that's worth talking about, all in one stop. Located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard, Bennett's Pharmacy is your unexpected destination for great food, fun shopping, and so much more. Call us at 931-967-2777 or come see what everyone's raving about.
Joe had to mix up some more pre-workout, but he's ready to go another round. Back to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Back here on a strange Disney day. If you're wondering why we're spending so much time on Disney, A, it's because people love it. You guys are involved. You're jumping in the chat. You're getting involved in the show. But B, the real reason and what triggered this whole thing, Chewy, is tonight The Little Mermaid opens up at the high school. And we've got tickets. If you want a pair of tickets, what should they say in the chat?
Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 2 sets and then 1 extra.
Okay, so we've got a set of 2 and a set of 3.
Nope. 2 sets, 2, and then 1 extra.
2 sets of 2 and then 1 extra.
Yeah.
So let's do a grouping of 2.
Sure.
And then a grouping of 3.
Okay, so we got 3 and a 2 to give away. What do you want to do? Do you want to do a guessing game? Something like that, maybe? Just let us know in the chat. Does anybody want to go? We've got these playing.
Just tell us if you want to go. Tell us if you want the pair of the 2 or the 3. If you're the first one in there and you want the tickets, let us know.
Yeah, first people to ask for them, get them.
Brett says, I think that there's some sort of tie between Tangled and Frozen.
Never watched Tangled.
You never seen Tangled?
No.
J. Cool says, I can see y'all in a new How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, dude, like us just like background Vikings.
How to Train Your Hog. Phrasing. I mean motorcycle. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, that's basically what he's learning how to do is ride.
Sure.
a
Yeah, like
motorcycle.
ride a flying motorcycle that can breathe fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That also works like a stealth bomber sometimes,
And
I
it's
guess.
black.
And it's jet black.
Yeah. Like a nice Indian. Brett says me. Brett, how many you want? 2 or 3? Let us know.
I think Brett, didn't we already? I think I already have 2 saved for you. I have 2 up there. I've got 3 for Doug already.
Garrett?
2, yeah, but
Okay. We may have to run those over to Doug.
he said someone's gonna come and pick them up.
Okay. Well,
but we'll save 2 for you, Brett. Is that if that's what you'd like?
2 or 3, Brett. Let us know. Okay. So Chewy, I'm going to tell you why I can't connect with Mulan.
Yes, I am curious because I think I am looking at this through rose-tinted goggles.
So from the day that I was born, and this is the reason why I can't connect with Mulan, my father had 4 daughters prior to having me.
Right.
Now, Mulan is not supposed to go fight in this war because she's supposed to be a woman and she's supposed to find her place in that area of society and leave the fighting to the men and blah, 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 blah. From the day I was born, my whole mindset was flipped the entire opposite way. My father raised me up to, like, take care of your sisters, be the one, like, women and children first, all of that type of thing. And not only that whole thing, but if there is a... Hello, love.
Merida from Brave.
We haven't talked about Brave. Yeah, Brave's a good one.
Brave is also excellent.
Yeah. Brave is underrated. Brave didn't get enough love.
I agree.
And she's freaking hilarious. Like, the hair all over the place.
Yeah.
So, where was I at? Oh, so as opposed to where she is told it's not her place to fix things and it's not her job and all that type of stuff, when I was born, from the day I was born and how I was raised, it was always like, you're the next head of the household, basically. Like, you're my first son, you're my the namesake, the name, it goes with you. You need to take care of your siblings, blah, 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 blah. And so it was the complete opposite mindset. So when I watch that movie, I cannot connect with her on any level.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I suppose I understand that one.
Now, is it a great story? Is it fun? Yeah, I suppose it's a good movie, but I don't get emotionally invested in her journey.
Sure, that makes sense for me, where you don't connect with her emotionally. I get that. When did you watch it? Did you watch it as a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when did it come out?
90s, mid-90s?
Yeah, so I'd have been like 10 years old, something like that. Okay, so you going to jump in on this?
We got princesses!
Yeah, this is a good conversation for you to jump in on. Okay, so one of the things that I pulled up, I popped this in there. I said, okay, chat. And again, I am using ChatGPT for reference on this because it's a lot. There's a lot of Disney stuff. And so if we're missing stuff, I don't know.
That one's just wobbly.
I don't like it.
That's the wobbly one. If there's stuff that's missing, it's tough to do this off the top of my head. And I'm not a Disney movie expert, but I put in who are the darkest Disney characters and the darkest, weirdest storylines, which I think Chewie will probably have a good opinion on this.
Oh, man.
And it spit out, the first one it spit out is Judge Claude Frollo.
Yeah.
Where he, again, is obsessed with just like, he's singing about lust and sin and damnation. He's willing to burn down the entire city over his obsession. He's manipulative. He's power-driven. And it says this dude wasn't a villain. He was a real-world evil person dropped into a Disney movie. And when I look back at that movie and how he was towards what were what was the main character, or not the main character, the girl. See, the hunchback guy gets all the love in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But what was the girl's name? Because she was. Hold on.
I don't remember.
Pulling it up.
I only watched Notre Dame one time.
I never saw that one.
You guys never saw the Hunchback?
No.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
It was
I remember that
Demi
name.
Moore.
Really?
Was Esmeralda.
I feel they over sexualized her character. For never seeing that movie, I've seen enough growing up where they talk about her and they use her in examples for other things, and she was way over sexualized.
Okay, so you had Claude Frollo was the bad guy, Esmeralda was Demi Moore, and Tom Holtze or whatever Holtze was Quasimodo.
I think the most, like, the darkest villain is probably either that one or Ratcliffe from Pocahontas, because of just the implications.
Right.
Those for me are probably some of the worst. And also Rourke from Atlantis, where he was willing to, like, kill a civilization for profit.
Y'all know that all these fairy tales way back in the day were just meant as cautionary, and they were super dark and scary.
Some of them,
and it's like the villains are based off the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
You've got Gaston, he represents pride. Frollo represents lust.
Hold on, woman, you're getting ahead of me.
And Maleficent is wrath.
All right, so the next one that it brought up is Scar, where he kills his own brother. He manipulates a child into guilt.
Yeah.
He takes over the kingdom through fear. He doesn't have any magic, or it's just like real psychological evil.
Yeah.
I didn't feel a grossness with Scar though. I just felt like he was just after power.
It's the jealousy one. It's the jealousy one.
It was the one that I could most see being like realistic, because I can't connect with like some of like the Claude Frollo thing when he lusts after Esmeralda, but he also wants to like kill her and her entire family. Like if I can't have you, nobody will type of thing. It's really gross. Mother Gothel kidnaps a baby. She's the one from the girl with the long hair.
Tangled.
Yeah. What is that girl's name? I don't know what her name is.
Rapunzel.
She kidnaps a baby, gaslights her for like her entire life.
There's some Stockholm syndrome in that too, because she thought like she was her mom.
Right? Wasn't there like she pretended to love her or something like that?
Yeah, emotional abuse disguised as love. And that one is like that's tough as an adult. You know who's really like not dark, but where they did a really good job telling his backstory to where it made me pain for him is Lotso from the Toy Story. Was it Toy Story 3 or something like that?
Toy Story 3.
Oh yeah, Lotso, the strawberry bear. He was like a scratch and sniff bear,
and he had like the cane.
Bro had some real trauma.
He went through that existential crisis that we all could, where he was like, dude, I was replaced, just like Woody did in the first one, where he was replaced. Cowboy toys were replaced by space toys.
Yeah. So
and
he's like the worst version.
He's the worst version because he encompasses every toy that's been replaced by the next generation.
Good point. Someone also compared him to the governor in Walking Dead.
I mean, it's almost like there's a method, there's a reason why he is the way he is.
Yeah.
And I mean, but Big Baby's like, I was there the whole time and I didn't turn out like that.
So it also puts Hades. I don't think it did a really good job of listing, because I think that
I love Hades.
Hades is
too
my
cartoony.
He's my favorite. Yeah,
I like
as
how
far as
frustrated he gets about everything.
Yeah.
Well, and two, considering the fact that he rules basically over the underworld and
Blue
death
fire from the hands
in that movie.
Also, he didn't kidnap like Persephone in this version either, you know, and there wasn't any like weird implications.
He was just jilted, kind of like, "Hey man, what's up with you? I mean, I'm here too."
He's not like evil, like dark, and he's just kind of fun. He keeps it. I mean,
but he did try to kill a baby.
I know, but he did it with like a smile on his face.
We feel the need to keep pointing that out to you.
Yeah. Well,
we got to point that out to you, no matter how much we love Hades. He did try to kill a baby.
He was kind of like funny the whole time. Right? He stayed in good spirits. And
so hey, all you parents out there that have 12 months and younger, don't worry. There is charisma and charm in that bedroom with the baby.
Okay, so darkest and weirdest storylines, and we've already talked about this one, but Pinocchio.
I don't like Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, yeah, that one's creepy.
You said earlier about it just gave you, as a child, that uncomfortableness. It felt like I was about to get in trouble every second of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, just discomfort.
The kids turned into donkeys, and then they're sold into slavery.
Yeah.
There's, and like, think about what it takes me down the road of, like, these kids' parents. And, like, these kids never going back. They never come back. They never.
That anxiety.
They're gone.
Isn't that based off of like some sort of truth that was actually happening in that time?
Yeah, they were totally turning kids into donkeys.
No, but there was like a thing at that time. I know what you're talking about.
It was like orphan youths and stuff, and they were snatching them up to clear the streets and stuff. But what they would do is Pinocchio is another cautionary tale where it's like, don't let these adult things happen to you too young because your brain can't handle it. The donkey was a metaphor.
Yes, it was.
Into what happens when you grow up too fast.
I don't know nothing about that, but it was that movie was a horror movie to me.
You missed out on some sort of teaching in your upbringing.
There was the original story. I think is a little more obvious. With what it's doing.
Little Mermaid original. I actually read the Hans Christian Andersen book. That is a terrifying and horrible story. I mean, God loved the real live Little Mermaid. That it was. I mean, Disney does not talk at all about the fact that she had to live in pain with every step as if she was walking on broken glass. That's what Ursula promised her. If you want to be on with the world, sure, I'll give you legs, but every step you take, you're going to pay for it. So is that man worth it? Is it worth it?
I don't know nothing about that neither.
Grow your tail back, girl.
The only thing that I know from that perspective and where these stories come from is like the Cinderella story. Didn't one of the sisters like cut off her heel or something to try and get it to fit in the glass slipper? Or
yeah, it was brutal.
Hey, something cool about The Little Mermaid, which people can still get tickets to if you want to jump back in.
Ariel in the chat.
So Ariel is actually Hercules' cousin. Because
so cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so her
Wait,
father,
what?
yeah,
I love that.
Her
Ariel.
father is
Triton, King Triton,
and Triton is the son of Poseidon, and Poseidon is the brother of Zeus, and therefore she's the second cousin to her.
Genealogy.
It's really, and it's funny because I think so. Poseidon is in Hercules, and he has almost the exact same
Are
trident.
they the same level, Greek and Roman, like Poseidon is with Hercules?
Yes, Poseidon is Greek, but the name Hercules is Roman.
Because that's what I got mad during school. I'm like, I liked some Roman mythology and some Greek mythology, and I'm like, but I don't like the other stuff parts of it. Can't we just? And
Jamie's
like,
helping
no,
us out in the
that. Hey, Jamie.
Jamie's helping us out in the chat. She let us know that it was Esmeralda, and then she said
it is dark. You read it too?
The Little Mermaid book is dark.
Disturbing.
All right, so let's see what else we got here.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Your grandparents and they don't have TVs in the 90s.
Dumbo.
Dumbo is just sort of a sad story.
Dumbo, and I when he gets to reunite with his mom in the cage before he proves to the world that, oh, look how cool I am, guys. Now like me, please, because I'm making you look good. But like I always cried as a kid when he went to visit his mom that night, and she in the song and
Bambi too.
Dang it, Disney.
Yeah, Bambi. Toy Story 3. It brings up Toy Story 3. Now, I saw Toy Story 3 as like an older, I was probably like a young adult, but it brings up the incinerator scene where the toys literally come together and hold hands, accepting their own death.
Yeah.
And I thought about that. I'm like, man, being a kid watching that movie, being 8 years old or 7 years old, man, that's...
They're just prepping them to get into the Army. They're just prepping them.
I don't know.
Mentally.
But that would hit different.
Toy Story 3 hit pretty hard for me because I grew up with them in the same way that Andy was.
Right.
And when Toy Story 3 came out, I was very similar in age to that.
Did it make you want to go play with your toys?
No, but I remember like my parents tore them up because it was very like our whole generation was like that. You know what I mean? Like Toy Story came out the year I was born, and I watched that, and I had my own Woody, and I had my own Buzz. I had the cowboy hat and everything.
Dang.
I knew it. We went to Toy Story 2 came out in 99, and we watched that in college.
Oh yeah,
incessantly.
Yeah.
I mean, like and then we got to. I had a friend, and he loved the part when they're in the truck, and Ham is reading the instruction manual for this Toyota. And just as a side note, they're sitting there trying to keep up, get to the Pizza Planet, and maybe this is the first one, but get to and like I swear, every single time he said he'd get there and he could quote him perfectly. Oh, I seriously doubt he's getting this kind of mileage. And that's what we do. We would sit there and watch Toy Story 1 and 2 in college.
Brett Crabtree jumps in saying mermaids are actually just kind of terrifying creatures, which I agree with that.
They're supposed to scream and stuff because, there's no vocals underwater.
Don't they like bring
the sirens?
Yeah, sirens. They bring you and then they take you underwater and do things.
It was in Odysseus where he stuffed hot wax in his ears.
Yeah.
So he couldn't hear him.
Or no, the crew did that, and they tied Odysseus to the mast.
Is that why they have the mermaids carved on the holes now?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like protection.
Okay, here's one that we have not talked about. Again, how have we gotten? We've been talking about Disney for an hour and 32 minutes or something.
I can't believe you're about to break the
Lilo and Stitch.
You're about to break Franklin County Internet.
Oh no!
We didn't talk about Lilo and Stitch at all.
Oh no, you're totally right.
You just dropped the mic.
That's a
God.
good one.
Lilo and Stitch is phenomenal. Who's the villain in that? The man.
The man.
I think the villain in that is just like communication. Let's just communicate.
Yeah, the villain in that is the doubt that you put in yourself whenever you love someone.
All right.
That's oddly specific, Chewy.
Yeah. Like, you doubted how much you loved this person, and look at what it
You're
cost
going
you.
to cause like some mental crises
So-
on this Thursday.
I like
Everyone
needing-
needs therapy.
You're going to see the devil this afternoon. Let's see it.
Oh my God, they're going to be calling for therapy during Swap and Shop.
So speaking of therapy, what is and we may all be in agreement on this, but if you're not, what is the most messed up scene that you remember from a Disney movie as a child? What is the thing that affected you the most as a child? Now, I would say that the Pinocchio one was probably the scariest, but for me, I would say that the one that affected me the most is seeing Mufasa fall to his death.
Yeah.
That is probably like the toughest and most memorable scene from a Disney movie for me growing up.
I don't have one, but my sister does. My sister is actually one of the few people I know who is anti-Little Mermaid. Because the age she was when it came out and we were watching it, you know, me, I'm 2 years older than her. I'm like, oh, part of your world. I mean, I don't care how old I am. You hear that song come on, you better stop and sing. But Erica, which, by the way, she is a full-on Beauty and the Beast. I'm Sleeping Beauty. Erica hated Little Mermaid, terrified of Ursula at the part where she dies and gets electrified and you see the skeleton light up. Erica was at the perfect age where that terrified her to the point that she never watched it again. I'm trying to think. And if I wanted to watch it, she ran out of the room. She wouldn't watch it.
Wow. Ursula made me uncomfortable.
I liked Ursula. She was so unapologetically nasty.
She did seem like she was.
So, I mean, of
I've known
all
some
of
ladies
them,
like Ursula.
Of all of them, I'm sorry. Maleficent had that sadness to her. Why won't someone love me? You know, and the stepmom queens or Cinderella just jealousy. Get over it, ladies. But Ursula's like, yeah, this is who I am, and you're gonna like it, and I'm gonna be the queen, and I'm gonna have all my little. I'm gonna have my cult here that's attached to the ground.
Chewy, what about you? What was your what's the scene for you that kind of hits?
The one that I remember as a child, like emotionally scarring me, was actually in The Fox and the Hound, where when they came back and they weren't friends anymore. And I remember that one hurting me worse than anything else.
Yeah, that's
Fox
tough,
and the Hound,
man.
that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Crosby was on a kick with that one.
Jamie Parton says DCS is the villain in Lilo and Stitch.
That is right.
100%.
See? The
100%.
man, Jamie,
100%.
the man.
What was his name? Cobra Bubbles? That was
Yes.
yeah.
Something.
Your knuckles say bubbles or cobra. And he's like, Which
okay.
I was disappointed with live action one with that. I was like, where's Mr. Bubbles?
Didn't even bother watching the live action Lilo.
It was a disappointment.
Yeah.
It was.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. Feel free to drop it in the chat. What is the scene from a Disney movie that messed you up as a kid the most? What's the one that still sticks with you? And
The clown's drunk during Dumbo. That one did bother me.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be back on the other side. See if there's any that we have completely missed.
Yeah, what did we just fly over and not touch on?
Well, there's a few on the list that we still have not talked about, and I'll bring them up
Really?
when we come back.
Dang.
It is the starting lineup. ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Spring is in the air, and so are fresh new savings at Furniture Merchandise Outlet, FMO, right here in Tullahoma. Ready to refresh your space? From living rooms and bedrooms to dining sets and mattresses, FMO has the styles you want at prices you'll love. No long waits, no sticker shock. Just take it home today. Visit them at 105 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma or browse anytime at FMOTN.com. Furniture Merchandise Outlet, where spring cleaning turns into a spring upgrade.
The starting lineup with Joe and Chewy is presented by Loco in Winchester. Right here in Winchester, Loco is doing things their own way. From locally roasted Loco coffee to a one-of-a-kind shop experience. It's a place that's built for the Franklin County community. So if you haven't stopped by yet, now's the time. Support local. Drink Loco coffee, fueling Franklin County mornings. Roasted right here in Franklin County. And don't forget to tune into the starting lineup, weekdays from 7 to 9.
Hey, it's Chewy, and if you've got pests, you need the folks that I trust. Burrow's Termite and Pest Control. They're right here in the heart of Estill Springs at 101 North Main Street, taking care of everything from termites and ants to spiders and those little critters that love sneaking into your home. Burrow's is family-owned, they're local, and they've been protecting homes around here for years. So don't wait, swing by or check them out over there online at at burrowstermite.com. Burrow's Termite and Pest Control. They'll treat you right and treat your home even better.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
More wet weather is moving through Franklin County today as a cold front brings scattered showers to our region. Rain chances will continue through midday and into mid-afternoon. High temperatures are expected to reach only the upper 60s to low 70s. The rest of the work week looks cooler and drier, with morning lows in the 40s and afternoon highs staying in the upper 60s and low 70s, even with sunshine. There is a slight 20% chance of rain on Friday, midday, and about a 30% chance Saturday morning. The remainder of the weekend looks dry, with temperatures gradually warming near 80 degrees by Monday and Tuesday of next week. In Giles County, investigators with the Sheriff's Office, Pulaski Police Department, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation executed a search warrant at a residence on Fall River Road. Authorities report seizing approximately 84 grams of fentanyl, about 20 grams of marijuana, 2 firearms, more than $8,000 in cash, drug paraphernalia, and a vehicle. Sheriff Joe Purvis said the operation reflects ongoing efforts to remove dangerous drugs from the community. Kendrick Young Jr. was charged with possession of fentanyl and marijuana with intent to sell, firearm-related offenses, and additional drug charges. Allison Griggs also faces multiple charges, including possession of fentanyl and firearms, during the commission of a dangerous felony. And several Franklin County students are being recognized for outstanding achievements. Hudson Boswell of Franklin County High School won first place in the South Central Region Machining Competition. Also at Franklin County High School, Isaiah Brown was named Student of the Month, and Callie Banks signed to play soccer at Motlow State. In Huntland, middle school softball players Sydney Jackson and Lillian Schultz were selected as All-Conference, while Jaden May and Riley Maxwell were named Huntland's Male and Female Athletes of the Year. Maxwell also received the inaugural Roland Tippy Tips FCA Scholarship. For more local updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
There was an outline for today's show, but it didn't survive the opening segment. Back to Joe and Chewy on the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy. We've been talking about Disney movies today because The Little Mermaid opens up at the high school, Franklin County High School's production. And, this is one of those things, Chewy. I had it written down for like one segment, two segments, something like that. But people have been enjoying it. They've been interacting with it. And the conversation is just, gone. So here we are in hour number 2, almost to the end of the show. Chewy, there are some Disney movies that we really haven't touched on today.
Dang, dude.
So we mentioned Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Fantasia. Didn't talk about Fantasia, which also weird, Fever Dream.
Great film.
Dumbo, didn't talk much about Dumbo, but that's another movie that, again, kind of makes me uncomfortable. Bambi, we did not talk enough about Bambi. And Bambi's opening scene, like where the mom dies, and it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the I say opening. It happens really like a third of the way through the movie. Bambi is an easy go-to for my generation as far as, like, trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But since that time, it seems like a lot of movies have tried to kind of make you feel something.
Yeah.
And Bambi doesn't stand out as much anymore. Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp. We didn't talk about
that.
Didn't talk about it at all.
You know what else we missed as far as devastating goes?
What's that?
Up.
Yeah. Oh,
when the opening
but
scene
isn't that
of Up?
DreamWorks?
No, that's Pixar. That's Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty. So, this is going to take me off track. Up is I could sit and watch Up and probably cry.
Yeah.
Like if I allowed myself to grown man cry on that one. The beginning where they can't have kids and they find out and then they just go through that whole process and then she dies and they didn't accomplish their like what they had been trying, absolutely wrecks me.
And not a word of dialogue during that whole thing.
No.
The whole thing. I remember when it first was released, there was a meme and it says, Up made you care about two characters without using any dialogue and emotionally devastated you, and they did a better job than Twilight did in 3 movies.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, Up, I think that Up started so strong, it was hard to kind of live up to the beginning of that movie the rest of the way through. It was a little too goofy the rest of the way.
Got a little whimsical.
With some of the stuff, yeah. But, man, that movie was... That's a tremendous movie as well. Okay, the next era, we just barely touched on 101 Dalmatians. Didn't mention Sword in the Stone. Right?
Sword in the Stone.
Great movie. Or did we...
Well, we mentioned it in passing.
We mentioned it in passing. Jungle Book, Aristocats.
So, yeah, Katie brought this up. This is actually Tori's favorite.
I've only seen this movie like once or twice.
It's because...
And I don't even really remember it.
I'm not a huge fan of it. But Tori, she thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Robin Hood. How about this one? The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
And we mentioned Pooh, Blood, and Honey, but we didn't mention Winnie the Pooh.
The actual one.
Which I got to say, when I was young, who was your favorite Winnie the Pooh character?
I'm a big fan of Eeyore. I really am.
You're Eeyore. I'm Tigger.
Yeah, just about. I mean, in the mornings for sure.
Fits about right.
Yeah.
Right on brand with those.
You start talking like him in the mornings. Welcome back to the starting lineup.
T.I. double go. The Rescuers.
Don't remember this one.
The Rescuers with the mice.
Oh.
And then you had the Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
How did we not talk about those movies?
Right.
Those movies were tremendous.
Yeah.
The Fox and the Hound, The Black Cauldron. Another one that we didn't mention, which is tremendous, The Great Mouse Detective.
Ooh.
I freaking love The Great Mouse Detective.
Dude.
Oh.
Dang.
That movie.
We got to do
so
tomorrow.
strong.
Well, tomorrow's going to be the same stuff. So if you like this, we got more to go through.
We just pick it up in the in Unleashed.
Yeah. All right. If you guys want to continue this conversation, we're going in at 2:00. We're continuing this.
Oliver and Company. Again, that's another movie. I don't know if I've ever seen Oliver and Company.
I don't think I have either.
The next one, the next grouping is the Disney Renaissance. So you had Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, which I think I liked Rescuers Down Under better than I liked The Great Mouse Detective. What is the one, speaking of mouse, what is the one with the Mousekowitz?
Chippendales?
Mousekowitz movie.
I don't remember.
Where the kid, an American Tail. Who made American Tail?
Brett. Well, while you look that up, Brett did say his saddest moment was when Mufasa died, but it's actually when Simba tried to get him to wake up.
Oh yeah.
And
so
then,
yeah, the one that sticks out to me, the shot that sticks out to me is him falling. But yeah, him trying to wake his dad up is brutal.
Jamie Parton says, not a cartoon, but still Disney. Homeward Bound 1 and 2 made me cry and still makes me cry. If you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. Thumper's mom is what Brett Crabtree says. And then Jamie Parton says, DreamWorks this afternoon. Oh, good idea, Jamie.
That is a good idea.
That's what I'm going to do. Brett Crabtree also said, there is a scene in Winnie the Pooh and Jungle Book where they use the same exact animation for Christopher Robin and Mowgli. You're 100% right.
Yes.
So they were notorious for reusing animation cells during that era. Snow White does this, and I think even Peter Pan has a few shots where they're very similar.
Five-O Mousekowitz, American Tail, Five-O Goes West. That was Universal Pictures, apparently.
Ah, okay.
But, okay, back on track. Because we got to get through the rest of these. Little Mermaid. Okay, so this is Disney Renaissance. Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Hercules, Mulan.
That was Norbit, or not Norbit. That was Nutty Professor.
Oh,
what
yeah.
you just
well,
did.
Still.
Also a good movie if you ever watched that.
Mulan, Tarzan. Okay. This is early 2000s. Fantasia 2000.
I don't remember that one.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, I literally couldn't tell you if I ever watched them.
Fantasia's the one with the guy and he's...
Yeah. I know know that I've seen Mickey Mouse in the wizard hat and stuff.
But you never sat and watched the movie.
I remember watching it when I was very little, but I can't remember anything that happened. I just remember it being like what it seemed like to me was a showing of Disney's animation skill. It didn't seem like an actual movie or story.
I actually agree with this wholeheartedly. It was very much a flex.
Okay, so early 2000s, we had Fantasia 2000, Dinosaur.
I loved Dinosaur.
Which we didn't really talk about.
I didn't even think about it. Well, it's because it was CGI, and I wasn't even associating it with that. But you're totally right. That was actually a mix of live action and CG.
Speaking of dinosaur movies, and this might be another Universal movie, but what was the one with Littlefoot?
That was Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
Was that Disney, though?
I don't think it was Disney.
I don't think so, but it was still good.
Yeah, and that might be one of the... You might need to talk about all the really good movies that weren't Disney, so the DreamWorks and the other ones.
That's right. So, Jamie, I agree. We're going to do just not Disney animated stuff this afternoon. But I like your DreamWorks pick.
Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, Treasure Planet, Brother Bear. Brother Bear!
Brother Bear was awesome.
Brother Bear is tremendous. The kids and I watched the crap out of some Brother Bear when they were little. Home on a Range, Chicken Little, Meet the Robinsons.
I remember that. I enjoyed that one.
Bolt, about the dog.
Yeah.
Revival era. Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6 was a good one.
Ooh, Big Hero 6 was great.
Zootopia, Moana, Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2, Raya, The Last Dragon, Encanto was pretty good. Strange World, I don't know what that is, and Wish.
Yeah, I don't know what those last two were.
And then there's a whole list of all of the Pixar animated films.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about like Luca, Soul, Onward, The Incredibles, to Coco, a lot of these, Finding Dory, The Good Dinosaur. So I don't know. You just have to. WALL-E was in there. We didn't really talk about that, but we'll just have to. Ratatouille. Didn't talk really about Ratatouille. You'll have to tune in to the afternoon show and see what Chewie gets into on Unleashed.
Katie also jumps in, letting us know that it is the birthday of Route 66 for its 100 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Speaking of cars,
Pixar. All right, brother. Well, I can't believe we spent 2 hours talking about Disney movies, but it was a enjoyable conversation, my friend.
That was a fun one.
Again, we will be back on the other side with Reliable Rentals Swap and Shop, and we appreciate everybody getting involved this morning in the Disney conversation. Let's see. To wrap it up towards the end of the chat, what do we got here? Loved the Land Before Time when they had plastic puppet dinosaurs at Pizza Hut. Jamie, I remember those, Brett.
I remember the ones from the dinosaur movie at McDonald's.
Right. So
I had the Carnotaurus.
So prior to that, they had ones that were similar to that, but they were harder plastic, and they basically like engulfed your whole hand.
Cool.
And Brett and I, how old are you, Brett? You've got to be about the same age as me. Jamie said they aren't great. I'm not sure what she's referring to as far as that goes. It was 2 minutes ago. All right. That'll do it for us here on the starting lineup. Like I said, Reliable Rentals Swap and Shop coming up next. And then later today, tune into Unleashed with Chewy. You never know what he might get into. We just have to tune in to see. But all that being said, it is a Therapy Thursday wrapping up here on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Spring is here, and it's time to wear it out loud at T-Shirt Spot in Tullahoma. Whether you need custom tees for your business, school, team, or just something fun for the season, T-Shirt Spot has you covered. Literally. Fresh designs, bold colors, and quality you can feel. Stop by 909 South Washington Street in Tullahoma or check them out online